Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. So unfortunately I lost some footage of a video that I did where I started these figures, so I thought I'd get this one done now so you can see that they weren't started previously. This is part of Mini Warmut's what's it called? Going the Distance challenge, that's right. So I started with these ones first because I thought they would be the easiest, as they're mainly black, red, and as you can see some cream on the faces. And let me just show you where I am with the figures so far. So as you can see, all the figures are off the sprues, cleaned and mainly constructed. This guy's the leader. See if I can bring him in a bit closer. So is that in focus? I can't tell. I've actually come down with COVID. I tested positive today, so I've been sleeping most of the day, and then in between I've been trying to get these guys at least ready to get primed. This is the leader, as I say. He's carrying a shuriken cannon, whereas the others are carrying I used to think they were rocket launchers, but I don't know whether they're like a plasma type weapon. So yeah, I've cleaned them, constructed them. The intention is to spray the body black, but I'll spray the guns and the heads white. That way I'm hoping it'll be simpler to paint them, because the guns are mainly red, as I say, and the faces are mainly a bone colour. So that's where I am so far. I'm going to keep this as one video, I think, so I will catch you in a bit with some progress. So I'm back with the Dark Reapers, guys. As you can see, I've got some Chaos Black on them, which is going to be the main colour for most of the armour on these guys. They will be given a brush of, AK's black, because that will be the black that I'll use to tidy up any issues when I start painting them. I don't know whether you can make out on some of the shoulder guards, the back of the torso was glued to the front of the torso, yes. So on the shoulder guards you've got a split. Now there's part of me that's just like couldn't give a monkey's. The split's there, it'll stay there and I'll just paint them. But there's another part of me that's just like, you know what, you should try filling that in so it looks a bit better. But the thing is that you're painting these up. Let me just remove one so we can focus on one, or at least the camera can. So there's part of me, it's like these are put together in order for you to be able to play a game, obviously 40k. They're not intended, or the way I want to paint them, they're not intended to win a competition. So I'm not sure what to do about that gap. It's screaming out to me a bit, because as a modeler you should fill that gap, but again it's like, no, these figures should just be painted. So anyway, that's the body. Here's the weapon of the Dark Reapers. I don't even know what it is. I used to think it was a rocket launcher, but I don't know. It's like some type of plasma weapon. I sprayed it white. I was going to paint it red, I mentioned, but I think I might paint it bone, to be honest. I might do a bone colour on that. So there's 4 of these, and then there's the shuriken cannon. So here's the heads, and I'll spray them white because I'm going to do the masks bone colour, I think. And if you recall, when I did still doing the Space Marines for my son, I said there were parts of them I wish I'd sprayed white, because the colour that was going to go on top, rather than having to do multiple coats of a colour in order to cover the black. So the intention is to do the masks in a bone colour, and then I can paint the chin guards and the headphones, or whatever those are sticking out of his head, in black. And the hair may be red, so that will cover nicely over the white. So that's where they are for the moment. I will catch you in a bit with some progress. Okay guys, so I bit the bullet and I filled in the gap on the shoulder pads. But I don't know whether you have the same issue I have, so I'll just describe it. I know you guys aren't particularly interested. This is the putty that I use from Vallejo. It never clogs up out of the spout, so it's really good. It's liquid, so you just squeeze it over the gap you want to fill. And then I use a Q-tip to wipe off the excess. Okay. The problem is, quite often, let's get my figure back in focus, thank you. Quite often when you wipe the Q-tip over the filler, it pulls the filler out of the gap as well. It just conforms and pulls it out. So what I had to do was put the filler on, let it dry, and then I sanded it off, and that worked much better. So I will be doing that more in the future. Fortunately that works okay on this because it's going to be painted black anyway. So what's that mark there? I can't quite see. So right, now I've done that, I can get these painted the AK black. Okay guys, so we're nearly at the finish post. As you can see, quite a bit of work has been done since I last showed these. I've been painting these now for 4 days. So I've just added some texture to the bases. That's got to be all painted. It's going to be like a grey colour. Then what I've got to do is put a wash on the red at various parts and then highlight that. Then I need to go around and check the figures to see if there's any places where I haven't got paint on them, or where I've accidentally splurged other paint, like a black on the bone or bone on black. So I've got to do that as well. So yeah, the next time you will see these, they will be complete. Okay guys, so the Dark Reapers are finished. Managed to get them finished up today, Friday. It was quite nice having a project to do whilst I was sleeping, and then waking up and just being able to roll off the sofa and paint something. Quite enjoyed doing these guys. I was more focused with these, most definitely, more than I am doing the Space Marines for Joe. As you can see from the photos, I think they turned out quite well. I mainly used AK colours, although I did use some War Painter colours, Army War Painter colours in doing these. The bases in the grey, that was an idea that I got from Tabletop Minions. It was ever so odd. He posted a video the day after I'd mainly finished painting the figures, and I was really struggling as to what colour to do the bases on these. And he was showing us that he does like an urban asphalt kind of grey effect, and I thought it would look perfect. It would not detract from the figures, but it would also contrast with them as well. So yeah, here they are on the Magic Roundabout, as another YouTuber says. And I think that's all I've got to say really. I was going to put some decals on these guys, the symbol for Dark Reapers, but the symbols that are on the decal sheet are way too big, much bigger than those that are seen on the box art, so I didn't do that in the end. I may give these a spray of matte varnish in order to protect them a bit. So these figures lengthwise come to 9.75 inches, which is just under 1/5 of the distance that I need to make. So yeah, 6 miniatures down. So I've got at least, I've got the Howling Banshees to do, Dire Avengers to do, and I've also got the Striking Scorpions to do. That's the plan anyway. The next lot I will do will probably be the Howling Banshees. Right, thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.